Hey, welcome back to the channel. MattCam89 here, and today we have a mystery unboxing for the month of May. It is Video Games Monthly. So let's get right into this one here. If you've been watching my channel for a long time, you know that this is a monthly subscription box where you pay X amount of dollars for X amount of games. You get to select what consoles you want, what systems you want to get games for. And then they send you every month a mystery package where, as long as your list is updated, you shouldn't get any dupes. So hopefully we do not get any dupes. And let's get into it here. I'm going to leave it off to the side. And looks like we have a sticker. Looks like a little Mario Maker sticker there. And of course, your card just reminding you to update your list, post it on social media. Maybe you can win some free games. All right, and the first game up is a PSP title, and it is a Japanese PSP title, and it simply says PSP the best-selling PSP software. You know, I don't know, I couldn't tell you what the actual name of the game is, but probably not a game that I'm gonna play, to be honest. I'm probably not even gonna capture footage for it. It's complete in box. It seems like one of those visual novel games, and this is the second PSP game that I've gotten through this service, and the second PSP game that I have no interest in playing. I'm not even going to capture gameplay footage for this. It's extremely disappointing. I'm not even going to pretend that I'm not. I was putting PSP on this hoping that, because I have a rather small collection of PSP titles, about 10 or so games, I was kind of hoping that they would send something. PSP games are not crazy expensive. It's not like I'm asking for Vita titles here. For them to keep sending me Japanese titles and nothing good at that, I think this is probably going to be the last month that I include PSP on this list, and I'm just going to buy what I want for that console, because when it comes to handheld systems with any of these monthly subscription boxes, I've never gotten anything good ever from any of them. So um, if you want to build your handheld collections, it's definitely not through any of these monthly subscription services. So let's hope the rest of the box is good. It does feel like an NES title. And this is a NES title that I was actually itching to play really recently. So really cool to get in this box here. And that is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, this isn't the arcade beat 'em up versions. This is kind of that side scroller, top down view. A game that, in my opinion, is very, I would say, misunderstood. I don't think it's as bad of a game as people tend to want to say it is. I actually think it's a decent game. It's not an awesome game by any stretch of the imagination, but I don't think it deserves the hate that it usually gets from online users. And I think the sentiment on this game is kind of changing. It's kind of shifting. I think people are realizing that this game is probably a little bit better than what we were kind of led to believe. And really excited to get this in the collection here. Seems to be in really good condition as well, so that's really cool to get that. All right, and continuing, it looks like we have a couple of NES titles here and what feels like a Super Nintendo. So next up, okay, this is Rad Racer. I remember having my cousin having this game and playing it at his house quite often. So I think this is a pretty decent racing game on the NES. Probably not anything crazy, but very, very cool game to get, Rad Racer. So far, the NES titles have been the saving grace of this box here. We still have what feels like 2 more to go. And no 1-up or 2-ups this one here. All right, so this is a game here that a lot of people actually enjoy. Um, It's typically a game that is on many people's favorite lists. And to be honest, I don't like this game. I don't like the top-down view of racing games. I think the controls are annoying, and that's RC Pro AM. I actually owned this game as a kid. did not enjoy it as a kid, and I don't enjoy it as an adult. So, HM, whoever you are, I have your copy of RC Pro AM. If you want it back, you can have it back. But other than that, seems to be a pretty clean copy. I know a lot of people are probably going to hate me in the comments for that, but is what it is. Not a fan of this style of racing game or any other games that kind of mimic that style of racing. And to close out this box, we do have a Super Nintendo, and I'm actually pretty excited for this because I have never played this, and I am a huge baseball fan. So excited to check this out. This is Super Bases Loaded on the Super Nintendo. Is it going to be better than Ken Griffey Jr.'s baseball? I doubt it. There's really nothing that that compares to that baseball game, in my opinion. That's my favorite baseball game of all time. Does not mean that there aren't good baseball games out there other than Ken Griffey Jr. But Super Bases Loaded. Excited to check that out on the Super Nintendo. We'll have some gameplay footage for you. So, what do you think about this box? Was I too harsh on the PSP? I don't think so. Maybe you can change my mind. Maybe it's a hidden gem. I don't even know if I can play the game because it's all in Japanese, anyways. Maybe there's English text. Not really sure that I care. Just doesn't seem like my type of game, especially if it's like a dating sim, visual novel, or something like that. I have no interest in that. So is what it is. I think PSP games on any of these services is a loss at this point. I think next month I'm just going to take it off. However, there are some redeeming games here. Now, no heavy hitters. I don't even know if I got the value of my box, if it's anywhere close, but this is actually a game that I've been thinking about buying. So really cool to get in a box like this. This is going to be my pick of the box, despite it not being the greatest of Ninja Turtle games, probably the least of the Ninja Turtle games. Um, but this is my pick of the box. Everything else here is okay. We'll see. The baseball game is probably a second for me. So what do you think in the comment section below? You let me know what was your favorite game of this box and was it a good box? Would you be happy with everything that I got here today? You let me know. And as always, happy gaming and God bless everybody. You have a great day.